Hi guys, if this is your first time seeing this video, Murdered While Pregnant, welcome. If this is a return visit to seeing these videos, Murdered While Pregnant, welcome back. As you already know, I have been discussing this case of murder while pregnant as a phenomenon that I learned while in nursing school back in 1989-91, where our OBGYN instructors had talked about this phenomenon where women were at a higher risk of being murdered while they were pregnant. And today's story is about Andreae Lloyd. And before I get into her story, I want to do the disclaimer, but please stay tuned to the very end and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Disclaimer: my videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Fair Use Act disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. No copyright is intended. All rights reserved.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Now, this is the flyer of Andreae Lloyd that describes the scene where she was missing on Tuesday, December the 7th. But I want you to listen closely to what the family members say about her relationship that she had with her boyfriend of 11 years. And they're talking about their relationship and the children they had together. So listen to this.
Their relationship seemed perfect. I never really seen them argue. Like when we had family functions, things like that. When they came around, they was always happy. They both were always happy.
Family members giving us new insight into the relationship between a murdered pregnant woman and her boyfriend, who's the prime suspect in her killing. Good evening, I'm Juwan Strader.
And I'm Trina Robinson. In what may be an unexpected twist, the family tells us they never saw any red flags between the two. NBC6 reporter Ryan Nelson live in Northwest Miami-Dade with the new family interview. Ryan.
Yes, Trina, two of her relatives say the couple seemed picture perfect, and they say there were no signs of a developing tragedy.
A smiling Andreae Lloyd holding her children and standing next to boyfriend Xavier Johnson. The couple, soon expecting a third child, seen here at the Miami-Dade County Youth Fair in a picture posted to Johnson's Facebook Sunday.
Their relationship seemed perfect. When they came around, they was always happy. They both were always happy.
But 4 days later, a new picture of Johnson emerging. This one taken at the Miami-Dade County Jail.
This is a serious case. This may be a death penalty case.
Investigators say Johnson confessed to attacking Lloyd early Tuesday morning at a Southwest Miami-Dade home where she worked as a caretaker, then dragging her into her own white Honda Civic and later killing her. Her family opening up to NBC6 about Johnson's arrest.
What we prayed for, God brought it before us.
It's a great thing that they put a guy who's behind this, behind bars. Seeing him being taken away from us, and that took a toll on me because, her two children, her father, her siblings.
The family's loss coming into focus Wednesday after Lloyd's relatives tracked Johnson to this rural area in Homestead. Concerned by Johnson's behavior, they called police, staying there until officers arrived.
He was acting very suspicious. That's like walking in the area that no one hardly goes to.
There, police found human remains now confirmed as Lloyd's and a black pickup truck driven by Johnson that had gotten stuck in the brush. Family says they're trying to understand how the relationship that seemed picture perfect could have turned deadly.
Whatever was going on, it must have been a very good secret because we didn't see it. I tell any man or woman, if things are not going right, walk away. Why take a life that you can't give? And what hurts the most? Those children got to go from now on without a mother.
And family says Lloyd would have turned 28 on Monday.
Hi guys, how you doing? I just wanted to bring it to your attention that Black women are murdered every 6 hours. That is 4 a day, and being representative of a mix between the male and female, representing 13% of the US population, that is a high number. So I want to get into this story about Andreae Lloyd, because this series is about murdered while pregnant. And as I was saying, this was a phenomena that was discovered by other nursing students as it was shared from the OBGYN professors in our school, who said that a woman has a higher percentage of being murdered while she is pregnant. So with Black women being murdered at a rate of 4 per day or every 6 hours, that is going to be an increased number. And there's so much of this happening now. So I want to read this to you. The Miami-Dade Police Department says human remains were found Wednesday in rural Homestead as investigators search for a missing 27-year-old mother, Andreae Lloyd. The Miami-Dade Police Department says the medical examiner's office will now work to positively identify the remains. So of course we know the remains were identified as the missing 27-year-old mother. She worked as a caretaker and was working at a home at 13840 Southwest 285th Terrace when investigators said that she was working an overnight shift. According to investigators, around midnight on Tuesday, December the 7th, a man knocked on the door and Lloyd answered it, was attacked and thrown into her own car. And then family members said Lloyd and Johnson, that is her long-term boyfriend, had been together for 11 years and have 2 children together. And Lloyd was around 6 weeks pregnant with their 3rd child. However, Arnold Lloyd, who is the father of Andreae, had an idea why Johnson, his name is Xavier Johnson, would want to kill his daughter. He said that she was 8 weeks pregnant with her 3rd child, but the baby was not Johnson's, and that his daughter was planning on breaking up with Johnson. And that was according to local10.com news. And the report said the man started beating Lloyd and dragged her before forcing her into a white Honda Civic with Florida license plates. Now that was later discovered to be Andrea's car. And then at last word, from police, the Civic remained missing. Police said surveillance footage showed the attack and Johnson carrying Lloyd to the car. An arrest report said Johnson confessed to kidnapping and killing Lloyd. Lloyd's boyfriend, Xavier Johnson, 32, was charged with first-degree murder, kidnapping, armed burglary with assault or battery in the case involving 27-year-old Andreae Lloyd, according to the Miami-Dade police officials. Oh, that's a lot. Now, any person that's normal would say, okay, we didn't make it. She had 2 children by this man. She was pregnant with her 3rd. And to listen to the family, they said that they had no inclination that there was anything wrong in the relationship. But when we step back from it, and you see they had an 11-year relationship and 2 children still together, but she's carrying someone else's baby. So they missed that part, or they didn't see it. I don't know what was going on, but the dad did later on say that he knew his daughter was going to break up with this guy, and for this guy to kill her over that and her unborn child is ridiculous. Now he has left his own children without a mother and a father, because he, as the judge had said, he may be facing the death penalty. But I want women to be aware and to be safe, because when you are pregnant, you carry a higher risk of being murdered. This is just something that happens. It's been reported. So you have to really be careful. Protect yourself, protect your children. And also, another thing to do is, if you're in a relationship, if you want to be married, be married. If you want to be married and he doesn't, then you need to move on somewhere else safely and do it safely as possible. But you don't have to stick around someone who does not want to commit to you. If that's what you want, you have a choice. You have to be safe. But just know that when you are pregnant, it carries a higher risk. We are already, according to Black Femicide, we are murdered at a rate of 4 a day. 4 a day. That's every 6 hours a Black woman is murdered. That is a high number. So I just want to bring your attention to this, murdered while pregnant, and just to be careful, and let's support each other and keep each other safe. Share this information, make a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And also make sure you comment if you have or know of someone else whose story you want presented here. Let me know. There are some other videos that are already done, so you can check for those. But I just want to bring awareness that this is happening and we need to be safe. So like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you know of cases, put it in the comment below and you can send me the information and I can present it as well. Thank you, and hopefully to see you again. Bye.